Hello everyone, this is Jim from the Green Dream Project. And basically I wanted to take you guys on a little tour today to show you what we've been doing with our backyard as far as our water harvesting infrastructure, and show you how you can scale some of these techniques down to maybe a suburban backyard. And I want to show you these things before we have to take everything down for our big move. Alright, let's go. Okay, so we're going to start our tour here on the west side of the house. As you can see, we had gutters installed along the top, and we had someone do that, help us with that, because we didn't have the right equipment to do it ourselves. It would have been a little dangerous. And the roof water funnels down over onto the patio. It collects on the patio, and then we installed gutters going all the way around, and then it comes down the spout over here into our rain barrels, and we have them hooked up along the bottom in tandem so that they fill up equally, and it gives us about 250 gallons worth. So any overflow that comes from these barrels gets funneled out from this last barrel underground into our swale. Always have to plan for overflow. Number one rule. And then when we're ready to use our water, we have a little ball valve that connects to a drip irrigation pipe that we have along the garden, going along the patio. And that drip irrigation system is connected to Oya pots that we had buried under the ground to help make that rainwater last. You can see here an example of the pot just kind of barely sticking out of the ground here. And that's really helped us make that rainwater stretch. We even planted those Oya pots all along our raised bed, just to help extend our water use as much as possible. Now over here on the east side of the house, these gutters connect to this downspout and comes down over to the ground here. Now originally we were going to have that pipe connect underground and then go back up to the patio. But since we didn't have the capacity to hold that rainwater, we decided instead to funnel it underneath the ground over here into our mulch pit. And if the mulch pit here fills with rainwater, then that connects to, we have a pipe laid here in this corner, and when that fills, that funnels the water from this corner underground into our swale over here. And so far we haven't had any need to plan for the overflow. The swale's never overfilled quite yet. That's basically our water harvesting earthwork infrastructure in a nutshell. But some of you might be asking, like, what the heck is a swale or a mulch pit? Some of you might already know, but for those that don't, I'm going to go over just kind of the basics. We'll probably go into depth on these things later on in future videos, but I'll give you a quick rundown. So a swale is basically an angular cut into the ground, usually done on contour, and it's angularly cut, and all the soil that's removed from that cut then gets mounted up onto the backside of the swale, and that's to allow rainwater to pool in there and allows it to soak into the ground. Now you can leave that unmulched, but we decided to add mulch in ours just to keep that rainwater into the ground for a longer period of time. We've actually been removing some of that mulch. We can show you what that cut looks like without the mulch. So this is the cut I made maybe almost a year ago, down a couple of feet deep. You can see the angular cut in there. We've been pulling out that mulch, and as we pulled it out, we've been noticing the mulch was moist like months probably after the last rain. So you can tell it's doing a really good job of just holding the moisture into the ground. And it was producing a while when the production was really going. We're growing a lot of weeds right now, but usually the swale is a tree growing system, so you want to get trees growing on your swale as soon as possible. Now this is our mulch pit, otherwise known as a banana circle. Just for the design sake of the yard, we made ours into a square. And that's another water harvesting earthwork. And we've been funneling our rainwater right into the center of it. And then you just throw whatever mulch you have right into the center. Kitchen scraps, leaves, twigs. You just toss it right in there. And a lot of times people grow trees on the outside of that. And those trees will then feed in from the mulch in the middle and all that extra water. And that's what we had set up for our backyard. Unfortunately now we're getting ready to tear the whole thing down, so it's a sad, sad day. So that's what we've done for water harvesting in our backyard. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in a future video. Thanks.